Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to another budget video. Okay, I am doing my last paycheck budget for the month of November. Can't believe the year is almost over. It is almost over. But I want to go ahead and get this budget in. So this is my third paycheck. I actually received this paycheck on Monday, November the 24th. Yep, November 24th. I have budgeted, I have spent, I have paid bills, but I did not share with you guys. So I kind of want to go into what actually happened with this paycheck and where it went. So I don't know. Let's get into it. Pay date was the 24th. And it's crazy because, here we go again with these pens. It's crazy because today is what is today? The 28th? Today's Friday. And I'm just doing this budget. Today was originally supposed to be the pay date, but with, the holiday, we got paid early, and I appreciate that. As I'm looking for a pen, let me get my one that I love the most and get my white out because just in case. All right, so we did receive extra funds on this paycheck, so thank you, God. I appreciate it. I am absolutely grateful. So what posted to my account was, actually that's wrong. Well, no. Was 4,204, let's just say 50. And right away, first line, I am doing the whiteout. And I'm talking a little softly. Why? I don't know, because I feel like I'm echoing out. I had to have some work done in my house. The guy was repairing my ceiling in the back area and then doing some work in my son's room just to find out I had water damage. So of course, you got to put in a claim with the insurance company. There has been dust all over the place. It has been a hot mess past almost 2 weeks at my home. And you got to buy all this stuff. So I have spent quite a bit of money. I am going to, let me not say that because I always say it and I don't do it. So let me not say that. Let's just do this paycheck budget. All right, so this is what posted to my account. My giving, I did $100. So, I should have just wrote this over in actual, but whatever. $100. And let me stretch you guys in just to make sure you can see. Okay. So I did do 100 towards giving. For savings, I'll come back. I'll come back to that. Let's get into the expenses. What I had to pay to make sure that my household continues to run. For my savings, my not November, Lord forgive me, my December mortgage, I went ahead and paid that. That was $1,700. It was time for my internet bill to be paid. And I typically try to do these and post them before my paycheck. But like I said, I have been so busy with everything going on in the house. Like they had to redo my ceiling in the back. They had to paint. I was pulling everything out. There was dust everywhere. I think I spent last weekend, I probably mopped my floor maybe 3 or 4 times just to clear up some of the dust that was going on. What else Apple family got paid this time. And then when they went into my son's room to put down new baseboards, they found water. So we had to figure out where that was coming from. And it wasn't a lot, but it was enough for him to notice it. Crap. I'll just round it off to 40. Um, what else did I pay? Oh, Peacock. So that's when the insurance company had to come out and look at it. Let's just round this to $12.50. And when they came out to look, it was we found out it was an original pipe from when my home was built that had a hole in it about this big. Not even the size of a dime. It was probably like, I don't know. Yeah, like the size of a dime. But it was cracked up and down. So there was water leaking going under my tub and into my son's room. What a mess. What a hot mess. I had to buy a new vanity for my bathroom with a sink and a new faucet. It's been, but I'm not complaining. I'm not even upset. I'm just grateful that we found it. The funds were there to get it fixed, and I'm just waiting now on the insurance company to see what they're going to say. All right, so what else happened on this paycheck? Debt, debt, debt. Nope, debt's flat. Well, I can put it down. I paid upgrade 400. Lending club for 150. And then let's get into these variables. Let's get into the variables. So let me write this list down. There's grocery. There was dining out. I have dining out in red because once we had to go like I think a day or two with no water. I think at least almost at least 24 hours with no water. That was a hot mess. Um yeah, that was a whole hot mess. The whole thing was a hot mess. Du- 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 du. Gas, spending. And it was so funny. I started recording a video and said I was going to show you guys like what was going on. Da da da. I recorded the video. You think I posted it? Nope. Nope. I even started editing the video and that didn't happen. All right, grocery. I have spent $300 on grocery. $300. And that's because I cooked for Thanksgiving and I typically don't cook, but let me tell you, that right there, alone between regular grocery shopping and Thanksgiving, was a whole lot of money for one day. That was a lot of money for one day. Dining out, I only spent $11. Amazing. Amazing. Household, 17. Gas, I filled up my car, which was 41. Spending. Okay, so spending. I have spent, I'm rounding it up to 60. I joined the gym. I have I am on a goal. I have a goal that I need to lose at least 30 pounds. So I went ahead and signed up for the gym. That was 17. And then I went today and I bought some more clothes for work because I honestly have not purchased clothes and I need clothes. I know I'm losing weight, but I definitely need clothes for work. So I spent like $60 between signing up for YouFit and buying some clothes. Miscellaneous, I decided to send someone some money. So that was that. All right, so sinking funds. What I did was because I do have a separate account for my sinking funds, I put in $140 towards those. I'll label which ones I did. New car, Microsoft. And I'm sorry if I sound like tired. It's almost 12 o'clock at night, and I have been moving all day long, all day long. Home decor, home maintenance, um, because I do live in a hurricane state, I need to prepare for next season. So I want to start putting money away now. And I'm grateful to God that we dodged it, but I still feel bad for those who were affected by the last storm, like those in Jamaica and some other places, because that's a long rebuilding process. People don't understand, once you get hit by a hurricane or any other storm, it's a rebuilding process. Um, for gifts, this is I call it me time, whether it's me taking a vacation or whatever. And then I have, but I don't know if I have enough lines, so hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't. So I'm doing graduation, car registration versus and yearly parking. If you do not know, I do park. I pay to I pay to park at work. Isn't that wonderful? And then car maintenance. Okay. So new car, I know I put 30. My pen is running out of ink. Microsoft, I put 50 because that's renewing in February. And gifts got 10. Everybody else got 5. So 5, 5. Wait, hold on. Okay. Because these phones are good for saying, you've run out of storage. You've run out of storage. All right. I don't know. Anyway, the total I put was 140. So I put 5 to car maintenance, self-care, yearly parking, registration, graduation, personal vacation, which I put me time. 5 to planners, and that's for next year because I already have, not for next year, that's for the end of next year because I've already purchased and done what I need to do for 2026. Um, Hurricane season, home maintenance, home decor, and then like I said, $10 went towards gifts, 50 for Microsoft, and 30 towards new car. Okay. And now let's go back to savings. So if I look at all of this, let me add this up really quick. We know this is 100, no ifs, ands, or buts. My expenses, I did 17 plus 125, 22. I have to make sure I'm in frame. 40 for this, $12.50 for Peacock, and $25 towards life insurance. 1902.72. We're just gonna say 1903, just to round it up. And then I got nail polish here. I was trying to polish my nails the other day. All right, so variables. My variables, what I have done, I do not pull cash out. I kind of went digital with as far as my money because it's just too much for me to be going to the bank to pull money out, to put it into envelopes, and then when I need it, I'm either using the envelopes or if I get too much. And I was watching He Budgets. You know what? I gotta make sure I commented on his thing. But I was watching He Budgets, and if you haven't seen his video, I really recommend you go watching his video. But he was like a confirmation for me to go digital. All right, so grocery, dining out, household, gas, spending, and then the miscellaneous 580. I'm just going to round that up to 580. 140, and then this is 250. So let's see. We got 250 plus 140, 580, 1903, 100. All right, that's 2973 minus 4250. That leaves 1277. That's about what I have left between once I add up my accounts. I know that for my savings account, I moved over 915. So if I add 915 to this, 362, and my mind is thinking of what's left in my accounts, that pretty much totals That totals what's left in my accounts. I just haven't moved it to savings. And the only reason I did not move it over into savings is because December starts on Monday. So on Monday, I got new bills coming in. So I need to leave some of this money, as Tara with Journey to Wisdom would say, hold my mule. So that money will sit so that way I can cover the bills for the beginning of December. But this amount is sitting in my savings. Can you guys believe I have this sitting in savings? I'm so happy. And I probably don't sound happy, but I am. I'm just trying not to be loud. um, because that's my savings that I need for incidentals, for those things that happen. Those, you know, I don't want it to be an emergency, but I want it to be when something comes up, I have that money there. And it's there for when those incidental things happen, whether it's a flat tire, whether I need, like I did, I needed work done on my home, that money is there for those things. So this is what happened with that last paycheck in November. I don't even know where to put the whole my mule stuff, but that's where that money is. That money is sitting there. So it's not a full zero based budget, but it is what happened with this paycheck. Now, it's already December on Monday, so I need to get ready to post my December monthly budget video. And I really want to do like a monthly closeout, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do that because I say it all the time and then you don't see it. But I want to show you how I used the budget spreadsheet that I purchased from Tara with Journey to Wisdom and Wealth, because that helped me to really, um, how do I want to say it? It helped me for the month of November on how to truly budget each paycheck, to mark off what's going to be paid when and where and how, and knowing that I needed to put money aside for the future thing, or what bills are going to be paid. And I know some people use the highlight method, but that Excel spreadsheet worked for me. So I will try to do a monthly closeout to show you how I'm going to use it. All right, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.